This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for Thursday, December 5th, 2024. I'm Marek Mazurek. With only a couple of months left in his role as U.S. Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg, fondly called Mayor Pete by many South Bend natives, returned to the region on Wednesday to talk about the impact of the Biden-Harris administration's bipartisan infrastructure law in northern Indiana. Buttigieg toured the IBEW 153 training facility, heard from electrical apprentices and union workers, and spoke with community members in the morning before heading to the South Bend International Airport to speak with South Shore leaders and catch the train to Chicago in the afternoon. Buttigieg said it was important to make a stop to encourage and speak to future building trades workers.
Much of what President Biden has been trying to do is create a new generation of work and opportunity. Through the infrastructure work we've been doing and the industrial strategy that has led to things like the Amazon facility, the EV facilities that are going up across Indiana.
South Bend International Airport was awarded $1.8 million to restore 8,500 feet of dilapidated taxiway pavement in April, and the South Shore Line commuter rail received $197 million to partially fund its double-track project that was completed earlier this year. The South Shore operator also this week acquired an easement on the west side of the South Bend Airport that will make the route more direct and shave even more time off the commute. David Adams, a former state workforce development commissioner, will be Indiana's next Secretary of Commerce in Governor-elect Mike Braun's administration. He will lead the state's economic direction with new expanded authority. Also joining Braun's cabinet, the team announced Thursday, is current Secretary of Education Katie Jenner, who will continue to lead the state's education system in a broader role. Adams served as state's Commissioner of Workforce Development for 8 months in 2022 under Governor Eric Holcomb. Now, in his new capacity, he will lead his former department as well as the Indiana Economic Development Corporation, the state's tourism agency, and the Housing and Community Development Agency. In an interview with the IBJ, Adams says he wants to continue gains in planned capital investment projects like those of SK Hynix and Eli Lilly and to growing budding ecosystems. Meanwhile, Jenner has led the Department of Education in Holcomb's administration since 2021. Once Braun takes office, she will guide the state's vision from kindergarten to college with new responsibilities overseeing the Commission for Higher Education. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Central Indiana, your bold future starts here. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the IEDC invite you to Engage Central Indiana, December 12th in Indianapolis, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Join us for a day focused on Central Indiana's growth. Connect with fellow leaders and walk away with bold new thinking to help your region thrive. RSVP now at ibj.com/engage.
TechPoint on Thursday revealed the list of nominees for the 2025 Mira Awards, honoring the best tech in Indiana. The Indianapolis-based organization says the 133 finalists come from all corners of the state, representing every major industry, including manufacturing, life sciences, and ag bioscience. The nominees were selected by a team of independent judges from more than 220 submissions. A full list of nominees can be found at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. The winners will be announced during the Mira Awards Gala in Carmel next February. Elkhart-based Thor Industries, Inc. is reporting a fiscal first quarter net loss of $1.8 million compared to a net income of over $53 million during that same period last year. CEO Bob Martin said the RV manufacturer's performance continues to be impacted by a soft retail and wholesale environment, which was expected heading into the quarter. Net sales for the quarter totaled just over $2 billion, down from $2.5 billion the previous year. Additionally, the company made some adjustments to its leadership team, a move it says will allow Martin to have a greater focus on its North American market. The company also closed an operating facility in Idaho, which led to some job cuts, though a specific number of layoffs was not provided. The company says closing that facility has led to cost savings of $10 million. And Purdue University's College of Engineering has launched an institute to advance chip technology for artificial intelligence applications. The Institute of Chips and AI has a twofold mission, according to the university. Develop technology to address the complexities and costs associated with semiconductor chips and AI, but also leverage AI itself to improve the chip design process. Purdue launched the institute on November 19th in Mountain View, California, the heart of Silicon Valley. The university did not mention other specifics about the institute. Inside Indiana Business has reached out to Purdue for more information. Indiana Girl Scouts CEO Danielle Shockey is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast, hosted by Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Marek Mazurek for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.